And we are moving right along with video 2.3 on creating and interpreting histograms. This will be your last video of the week. Make sure you are taking notes and you are actually drawing the histograms that come up in the lesson, because you're going to need to know that for maybe a quiz that's coming up soon. So characteristics of a histogram. The data is numerical. The independent variable axis is scaled in an interval format. So as we've looked at before, you will see ranges like 10, 20, 30, 40, and when you have a bar from going from 0 to 10, you know that that data, however far up it goes, is in the range of 0 to 10. It's not just like a dot plot where you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you have dots right above. No, all of these points would be in a range of like 0 to 5 or 0 to 4. And remember, there are no spaces between the bars. So it looks like that. So to create a histogram, the first thing you have to do is make a frequency table. Then you have to create the axis and interval scale, and then you draw your histogram. So this is the problem that we're going to be working with for the whole video. The numbers of text messages sent on one day by different students are shown below. Draw a histogram that represents this data. So like I said, step 1 right here is to create a histogram, a frequency table. So you have a frequency table that looks like frequency. It's always on this side, that's what we're measuring. And then we are looking at numbers of text messages. So I'm going to put numbers of texts here. And I need to put this in the range format. With the frequency table, this is how I'm going to organize my data. So I'm going to pick a range of 0 to 10. Or let's do 0 to 9. So we can start at 10. You could pick 0 to 4, then go 5 to 9, and then go 10 to 14. It's really up to you. I am doing this range because it looks like we have a pretty big range of numbers from 0 to 49. Then we're going to do 20 to 29, 30 to 39, and then 40 to 49. And now all I have to do is go through and cross out my values that are in those ranges. So 0 to 9, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is that it? 10? Oh, 11 right here. 11. Then from 10 to 19, I have 1, 2, 3, 3. From 20 to 29, I have 1, 2. From 30 to 39, I have 1, 2. And from 40 to 49, I have 1, 2. Okay, so that's your frequency table. Make sure you get it down because we're going to move on to the next slide. So this is a mistake right here. We will fix this. This should be a 2. Now you have your axis. So I need you to draw this L-shaped axis in your notebook and make sure that it's next to or below the frequency table that we just built. So our independent variable, like I said in the first note slide, is going to be our bottom axis of our interval. So this is going to be labeled number of texts. And I did a range of 10, so I'm going to go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and of course this is 0. I go up to 11 for my frequency, and this side is going to be labeled frequency. So I'll just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and label 10, and label 5. Okay, so now I just get to drawing, and I have from 0 to 9, I have 11 kids who texted between 0 and 9 text messages in one day. And how you read histograms is you go from the first point to the next. So whatever this point is, it's included in the grouping to the right. So 0 to 9, and then 10 is included in the grouping to the right, and then 20 is included in the grouping to the right, just like it shows in our frequency table here. Then I have a bar of 3. I'm just going to rotate colors so it's easy for you to see. Remember, they don't touch. 2, 2, 2. And our histogram is complete after I put a title, number of texts, students sent. Okay. If you have questions about building one of these, let me know. One additional thing, this is skewed data. So right skew, my tail is on the right. You don't have to draw that. I just want to make us keep thinking about skew. Okay, and one last thing, a cumulative frequency. This is something you're going to see on your regions, and it's important to know what it means. A cumulative frequency table shows the number of data values that lie in or below the given interval. So what this means is that each encompassing interval is going to include the one before it. So how this works is here would be 11. Our cumulative frequency, I'm going to write in red, would be 11. There's nothing before 0 to 9. But when we get to the next one, we have to take 11, move it there, and then add the frequency to the previous frequency. So the frequency for the new interval, we're adding it to the previous frequency. So the cumulative frequency here would be 14. I'm going to put them all here. Now we have to move that 14 down and add another 3 here. So we get 17. I'm going to put that in red. 17. Take that 17, add 2, and we get 19. And then take that 19 and add in the last 2, and we get 21. So from this, we can also see that we have 21 pieces of data that were in our data set. Okay, your hot question. A travel agent conducted a survey to find out how many times people go to the beach each year. The results of the survey are shown in the histogram below. How many people were surveyed in total? So I want you to look at this histogram here. Think about how you can see how many people in total were surveyed by checking out the bars, checking out the numbers. What do you have to do? Put that answer in your hot question, and I'll see you tomorrow.